Hi, Taurus. Welcome to your weekly forecast for December 9th through the 15th. We're going to see what's happening the week ahead with this angel holiday themed deck here. And then we're going to pull an angel oracle message for you from this deck here. All right, my darlings, we've got a full moon coming up in the middle of the week, a full moon in Gemini. So we're going to see what's coming up and how those energies may be affecting our lovely Taurus friends. And we will jump in now. I'm using the playing card deck because I could not find Monday, Tuesday. Here's your Monday, Tuesday. I couldn't find any holiday themed decks that I liked. Wednesday, Thursday. Okay. So Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Alrighty. Okay, let's get right on in there. Taurus. So you are similar to Libra, have a 7 of Spades that is starting out your week. So let's tap in here and see how I'm feeling. 7 of Spades. Taurus, I feel that for you all with 7 of Spades, I'm gonna say it feels similar to Libra, okay? And I'm gonna tell them the same thing. I'm gonna tell you the same thing I told them. This could be an energy where the energies are crossing. So in other words, like maybe I'm picking up on this energy, but maybe it's not your energy, but someone who's involved in your situation. But what I'm feeling with the 7 of Spades, because 7 of Spades or 7 of Swords, it can be read in different ways. And for some of you, it will be the different way. But the main energy that I'm feeling is someone is plotting, somebody is watching, somebody is keeping tabs on you through social media or through mutual friends, and they're preparing some kind of a comeback. Okay, for other ones of you, it could be where it's more of like a plan is being set in motion and the plan is being carefully guarded because you may have friends or family who are envious or jealous or negative. So you feel like you can't tell them too much, or you have to just kind of be very cautious where you step and where you're headed and what you're doing. So for other ones of you, the energy will apply in that way. But I do feel like this sneakiness, the sneakiness coming from this card. For those of you where it's someone keeping tabs on you and someone, showing up again. Or, you know what? I take that back. It can be a new person. It can be a new person. I'm going to say this. Taurus, if you have someone showing interest in you in the coming week, whether it's someone who's showing interest in you romantically or like a coworker or somebody who all of a sudden wants to be friends, be careful, because this person's been keeping an eye on you and they've been figuring out how they can win you over, how they can kind of wow you, what kind of a mask to put on that's going to impress you, because they have some selfish motives, okay? Either they want to get into your pants, or they want to get into your pockets, or they want to get into your pockets through your pants, whatever it might be. There may be a selfish motive here. And so they may not be presenting themselves as who they really are. They may have kind of studied you. They know what you're into, what's going to impress you, what you like. And so they may be coming in to win you over for a selfish reason. Now, for those of you where this is someone at work and 100% that it's not like a sexual or a romantic thing, like it's not like that, then I would just say be cautious, because this person might be seeing you as competition in the workplace, and they may be trying to instigate something. They may be coming in because they want to drill some holes in your boat, and like they see you like doing well, and they're going to try to come in some way to sabotage or spread rumors or say that you said things about other coworkers or higher ups that you really didn't say, or you really didn't mean it like that. So be careful, be cautious. And I'm getting something with this card for you all, Taurus, that I didn't get for Libra. Be cautious in situations where people are drinking or where you are being invited and you are being offered drinks. Because I feel for some of you, someone who is being sneaky, they're going to use alcohol. They're going to use alcohol either to seduce you, or they're going to use alcohol to get you to say things or do things that maybe they might hold against you later. So be cautious. And you guys know I'm pretty positive in my readings. I'm not a negative Nancy, you know, but it's coming up and I feel like it needs to be said. Taurus, I would also say be cautious in like situations where alcohol is involved, because somebody may come back and accuse you. You know, somebody may come back and say, oh, Taurus, you got me drunk and you did this or you did that. And so be very, very careful. Okay, be very, very careful. Just really, really watch your association, watch, you know, just make sure that whatever you're doing, you're with people where everybody is alert and aware and consenting, I guess is what I want to say. Try to avoid situations where people are not in their sobriety, I guess is what I would say. You know, just be cautious, be careful, and try to stick to sober kind of situations this week. I did not get a feeling of alcohol with Libra, Taurus, but I'm feeling it with you all. So for some of you, for somebody that may resonate, okay? The next card here is we have Ace of Spades. And so Ace of Spades is a card that we might know this as Ace of Swords. This is a new way of thinking. This is ideas. This is thoughts. This can also be communication. Okay, so this thing from like this feeling of somebody maybe accusing you, for some of you, it can be something from the past, and you might have someone reaching out to you. You may have a communication coming to you midweek where somebody is wanting to confront you, or they're wanting to talk about something that happened in the past. Maybe they felt that in some way you were sneaky or you took advantage, or vice versa. Maybe you are wanting to reach out to someone because you feel in the past that you know, they were sneaky or they took advantage. There might be some kind of communication that's happening. Now, it's happening in the height of the full moon energy. So whatever this is happening for the sake of it being released so that it can be let go, it can be healed, there can be closure, there can be a new way of looking at a situation, new way of looking at yourself, new way of looking at someone else, you know, for somebody else to have a new way of looking at you, something in terms of clearing the air. This feels to me like it's cleaning the air, but it's like clearing the air or, you know, getting closure in a way that's bringing about like peace, like something is being released. Taurus, you all know that I'm not an astrologer. I'm very, very open about that. I'm not going to sit here and pretend to be an expert in an area that I'm not. My understanding of astrology is very basic, but there are certain astrologers that I follow. And so some astrologers have said with this full moon in Gemini, people are going to be really, really kind of like panicking about their love life or about their finances, okay? And some people might be in this like kind of crisis kind of mode. So maybe you're not in a crisis mode, but you might have someone coming to you, or you might be feeling like you need to get something off your chest. Like there's just something that you can't seem to carry anymore, and you need to get it off your chest. And so there could be something happening. Like I said, you're confronting the person or they're coming to you. And I just feel like you're having a really good cry. It doesn't feel to me like you're crying because you feel like it's the end of the world. It doesn't feel to me like you're crying because you're depressed. It doesn't feel like you're crying because you're scared. It just feels to me like you're letting the floodgates open and just letting out everything you've been holding on to. Almost like I'm so tired of carrying this kind of like cry. So again, this is a general reading and you may not all experience this in this way, but some of you may have a really good cry around the full moon, around like the closer we get to it, either the day before, the day of, the day after, or a day or two after. But I feel like it's closer to the actual full moon. It's closer to the 12th. So I'm going to say maybe for some of you it's happening on the 11th. You know, 10th or 11th, maybe the early morning hours, late night 10th, early morning 11th, or it could be happening on the 13th or the 14th. Not all of you will have a release in that way, but I do feel a good chunk of you may, okay? And as it comes up, it might not necessarily be something that you like to do to cry, but I feel like you're going to feel like, man, I needed this. Like, oh, I needed to get that out. I needed to get that out. So I just, and I'm getting a sense of like forgiveness, like you're able to forgive something, or someone is giving you forgiveness, or it's a mutual forgiveness kind of situation, but it feels like something from the past. And for some of you, Taurus, I do feel that it might involve a situation, not for all of you. Like for some of you, it's more like maybe things from your childhood or things from a love life situation. But for some of you, I do feel there's something in terms of like situations being resolved between you and a child, or you and a parent. I do feel there's some kind of dynamic here. So I don't know if it's inner child stuff that you're getting to release, or if it's stuff that you are releasing, that you feel guilt or you feel blame, that, oh, maybe I wasn't a good parent. Like, I feel like there's some forgiveness, there's some release, like letting go of that fear. And there's like being able to build, being able to have communication again for some of you. Okay. Your Friday, Saturday, and Sunday is you have the Joker. Okay. So the Joker is a card that is going to be what we know of, or what we would call in traditional tarot, the Fool. Okay? And that is a major arcana card. And that card comes up when we are at kind of like a crossroads, where we're feeling called in a new direction. We're feeling called to do something very new, or something that might even feel a little unlikely to some individuals. Like, we're just feeling called in a new direction. And so this makes me feel like whatever the release is happening for you all in the middle of the week or around the full moon, like I said, once you get it out, you're going to feel really good. So good that you feel optimistic and you're looking to the future and you're ready for the next thing. Like, you're like, oh, I got all of that off my chest. Like, I'm ready. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to leap into something new. Some of you, there may be some like reconciliation where this leap you're taking with someone else. So it could be establishing a friendship or a relationship, with someone. Now, some of you are dealing with a very low vibrational person, okay? And for that reason, with that Seven of Swords, even though you might be going and taking this leap in reconciling, allow this person to prove themselves. You might want to still kind of keep your guard up. Or if you are the person and you're being accused of being the Seven of Swords, even though there's this leap into trying to reconcile, that person might be kind of keeping their guard with you. They may be very kind of cautious with you still, even though there's like, well, let's try this. For other ones of you, this is more like you're closing the book, or you're closing, like, it's the end of the chapter, it's the end of the book, it's the end of the story. You have closure and you can move on. So for other ones of you, it's more like this has been cleared up and now we can go our separate ways. And I do feel in this release where you may be crying, those of you where you are having this crying that might happen, I feel that for you it's happening because someone is telling you something, some truth. They're exposing some truth, or they're telling you the truth about a situation where you are going to be able to move on. And you're going to move on feeling like this is the right thing for me to do. So something can come up about a work situation. Maybe you've been sacrificing for someone in your life and you're going to find out something about them where you feel like, oh, well, now that the truth is out, I feel a little bit hurt, or I'm not going to sit here and bend over backwards for somebody who maybe isn't being fair. Some truth may be revealed. And once you're able to process it, release, let it go, you are going into this new direction. Like, it's giving you permission to pursue what's going to make you happy. And maybe you were putting that on the back burner, but now you have like that green light to move forward. That's what it feels like to me, Taurus. We're going to go ahead and check out your angel message for the week. see what's coming up. And guys, don't forget to watch your moon and rising sign videos as well. Some weeks those may resonate with you more, or they may bring a little extra bits of information that can be helpful. Alrighty. Sorry, I nudged the camera there. So you have angel. Oh, whoa. Is that confirmation or what? Angel of communication. There's going to be some kind, you guys are going to have some kind of a talk, okay? When this happens, it's important that you guys communicate clearly. Don't be afraid to tell it like it is. There's some kind of news that's coming your way, and there's going to be some kind of like clearing the air. Clearing the air. And Taurus, I feel that for some of you, this communication, when it happens, like when it comes up, is like, you know, this person might be coming at you in a way where they're accusing you, where they're wanting to give you a piece of their mind. And I feel like you're going to be calm. And I do feel a sense of where like you might apologize. But then I feel as you start telling your side of it and what happened with you and what you've been through and how the situation was affecting you, this person is going to take a step back and realize, whoa, wow, okay, Taurus is hurting too. Wow, okay, I didn't even realize that. Like this person is seeing you through new eyes, and they're seeing the situation through new eyes. And that's why I feel there's almost like this all of a sudden, like a mutual forgiveness. But that can't happen if you don't speak your truth. And if you don't speak up, and if you don't say, look, you know, I didn't realize you felt that way. And I'm sorry you feel that way. And I'm sorry for what I did that was hurtful for you. But I want you to understand, not that I'm justifying anything, but I want you to understand I'm hurting too. Or this is what I went through, or this is what happened to me. Okay? And for some of you, maybe it is a situation with a child, because now that they might be grown, you know, they might just be seeing things that the way they saw it as a kid, but now that they're a little bit older and you explain as an adult what your scenario was or what your situation was, they might step back and go, whoa, okay, I'm sorry, Mom, I'm sorry, Dad, I didn't know you had it like that. But they might be in a place where they can put themselves in your shoes, where they can say, whoa, that must have been really hard to deal with a kid, or vice versa. You know, maybe you're hurting about something and then you're going to see things like in their way. And it's not going to be a parent-child thing with all of you. I want to really, you know, emphasize that. It's not going to be parent-child with all of you, but I do feel there's this mutual, like I had no idea you felt that way, but I'm really glad we had this talk. And then being able to like release this resentment or release this thing that's been holding you back, so that you're able to go into this new kind of adventure, this new kind of life, whether or not it's something you all are doing together or separately. But you need to speak the truth in that moment when it happens, my dears. Okay, be sure to watch the channeled message for December 2. That can be very helpful for some of you. And then the love readings for December are also up. There's a link in the description for those. The private readings are still on hold. I'm hoping to release the calendar for scheduling around December 15th, give or take a day. We'll see what happens, but that's the hope, my dears. That's the plan. I will announce when the calendar's back up again. I'm still working on the 2020 videos. I gotta get some things organized before I can, you know, launch everything. But I thank you all for watching, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing, and I'm wishing you a fabulous week, my dears. Take care.